Hey guys, Ryan here with another video, the second in the Raid on Triton series that me and Warboss Tay are putting out. Here you're seeing the Striking Scorpions. I painted 7 of them up for our first 500 point game we'll be playing this Sunday. And as you can see, they are the 3rd edition Striking Scorpions. Trying to make them look cool. Didn't have the new, well, not really new, but the most recent casts of the Striking Scorpions. I bought 10 from a guy a year ago and had went halvesies with another guy, with one of my high school friends, with some Eldar, but we recently, I guess, sold that off. Anyway, so these guys are left behind, so I got 20 of them. They aren't getting too much love on the internet. Not a lot of good reviews, I guess. They aren't like the broken unit of the Eldar. But I think they're pretty cool. I'm going to try and make them work. I think it's always fun to try and make these unpopular units kind of work. And especially against these Imperial Guard, I think they're going to do really well. I can tell you that if they get into close combat. I think the trick is getting them there. I tried a new base out with this new Sculpey stuff. And went with this peat moss that I had. It was actually like the first basing material that I got as a modeler like 8 years ago. I didn't really know how to use it at the time, but now I think I do. Use just very, very little of it. I actually had to take off some of it with my brush after I put it on because I put a little bit too much glue. But I think a little bit of it goes a long way, and it fits in with the terrain of Triton. It rains there a lot, according to the fluff we wrote, and there's a lot of lightning storms, so it makes sense that there are not a lot of big trees that can get fell down, but moss. And I also got a bit of ferns that I'll be using in some terrain vids for Triton that we'll be using in our campaign. So that's the 7 Striking Scorpions. Now moving on, we've got the 10 Dire Avengers that I showed you last time, but this time they're on their new bases, and I'm not super happy with the bases. I tried out this marble base. I wanted to go for a marble base, but I think it came out a little too cartoony, and that's okay for some armies, but not for this one. I wanted it. I wanted them to be a little more realistic. So I still got to work on my technique for the marble bases. Not quite comfortable with it yet. You can see that the cracks that I drew are a little too thick, and the highlighting is a little unrealistic. So a little bit of work still to be done on them. I'll be trying to unify the army with the bases since you know these guys are blue and these guys are green. So, and of course the Scooping Hawks will be a different color as well. I think I'm going to try out a red tail hawk kind of inspired scheme. So I have to find some way to unify the army. I think it'll be with the bases. Anyway, and the work in progress are the Autarch, which I'll be running, and the Swooping Hawks. I'm running 10, but there's only 5 there. Gotta pick up another 5 from a friend tomorrow. Alright, so let me show you the list that I'm running since Tay showed you his. Alright, so we've got the Autarch, running him with a Last Blaster and a power weapon. We got 10 Dire Avengers, his bodyguard, the unit he'll be attached to. 7 Striking Scorpions, like I showed you. And then 2 squads of 5 Swooping Hawks. I didn't run 6 because I didn't want to make the army, I guess, too competitive, especially against guard. And with the rules written up, you're not allowed to have the large blast templates of death in the first game. But strength 4, AP 4, small blast is going to do well against the Hawks. Imperial Guard. 2 squads, I think it's pretty fair. Should be good. And you can see it's only, I think, 28 bodies. So if you looked at Tay's video, he's got 56 guys. So twice the number, literally twice the number. And got me sweating a little bit because I've never been outnumbered when I've played Warhammer too many times. My main army for a long time was Guard. So what taste I'm using? And it's a very different feel playing the Eldar. They're fragile, but they got a lot of concentrated firepower. So should be interesting having the same tactics used against me, especially that quad what do they call it? The quad cannon, the BS4 quad cannon. That's a killer. So what I'll be doing is in the next video I'll be showing you my Autarch and my Swooping Hawks all painted up and nice and pretty. And then I'll be going over some tactics, I think. And I think I'll be releasing that one right before I play Tay, so he doesn't have too much time to, I guess, study it too much and figure out a way around my strategy, how to beat him, or how hopefully to beat him. So yeah. And then of course we'll be doing that. We'll be recording that video, doing a play-by-play, trying to make it really nice, trying to make it really entertaining for you guys, because we always want to entertain you. Anyway, let me know what you think in the comments below about the paint scheme and about the army composition. How would you run your Battle for Triton 500-point list? I guess critique mine as well. If you can think of anything else I could put in there. Of course, it's too late now, since the lists are locked. The only thing to do is try and think of strategies and how to use that list to defeat the other one and complete the objective. Anyway, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, hit like, and yeah, I'll see you soon. Bye bye now.